Artemis II, humanity's return to the moon. The world holds its breath. After decades of silence beyond low Earth orbit, humanity prepares once again to venture into deep space, not with machines alone, but with people. At the heart of this historic moment stands NASA, leading a bold new chapter in exploration, the Artemis program. And now the next step, Artemis II. 1. The dawn of a new era. The story begins long before the engines ignite. It begins with ambition. An ambition to return not just to the moon, but to stay, to learn and to go even further. Named after the twin sister of Apollo from Greek mythology, Artemis represents a continuation and evolution of human exploration. Following the success of Artemis III, which proved the capabilities of NASA's new deep space systems, Artemis II is set to carry humans farther than any have traveled since the days of Apollo program. This time, the mission is not just a test. It is a statement. 2. Meet the crew. 4 astronauts are chosen, each representing not just a nation, but humanity itself. Among them are experienced spacefarers and first-time deep space travelers. Their mission? To test every system aboard the spacecraft while journeying around the moon and back. They train relentlessly, simulating emergencies, rehearsing maneuvers, and preparing for the unknown. Every second of the mission is planned. Yet they know one truth: space always has surprises. 3. The spacecraft Orion. At the center of Artemis II is the spacecraft that will carry them, the Orion spacecraft. Unlike the capsules of the past, Orion is designed for deep space missions lasting weeks. It is equipped with advanced life support systems, radiation protection, and autonomous navigation capabilities. Inside Orion, the crew will live in close quarters, surrounded by cutting-edge technology, and the vast emptiness of space just beyond the hull. 4. The Rocket Space Launch System. Below Orion stands the most powerful rocket ever built, the Space Launch System, or SLS. Towering over the launch pad, it represents years of engineering, billions of dollars, and the combined effort of thousands of scientists and engineers. Its engines are capable of generating more thrust than even the Saturn V, the rocket that once carried humans to the moon. Everything is ready. 5. Launch day. The countdown begins. The engines roar to life, shaking the earth beneath. Flames erupt from the base of the rocket as the SLS begins its slow ascent. In a blinding flash of light and thunder, Artemis II rises into the sky. The crew is pushed back into their seats as the rocket accelerates, piercing through clouds and into the darkness above. Within minutes they are in orbit, but this is only the beginning. And 6. Leaving Earth behind. Alright, buckle up folks. After a super brief spin around our beautiful blue planet, the crew is gearing up for the absolutely crucial move known as the translunar injection. The engines roar to life once again. This time, it's not about hanging around. It's about blasting the hell out of here. Slowly but surely, Earth begins to shrink away, transforming into a glowing marble, just floating in the endless abyss of space. For the first time in over half a century, humans are breaking free from the cozy clutches of low Earth orbit. Can you believe it? They're heading straight for the moon! On the journey through deep space, the trek to the moon stretches out over several days, and inside the Orion, life is this wild balancing act of routine and hypervigilance. The crew dives into experiments, keeps an eagle eye on the systems, and documents every single thrilling moment. Outside, it's dead silent. No air, no noise, just the breathtaking glow of stars, sharper and more dazzling than anything you could ever see from Earth. The astronauts get to witness an absolutely jaw-dropping sight. Earthrise from deep space, a delicate, glowing orb, our home, sweet home. Edbois Egita, approaching the moon. As they draw closer to the moon, the surface starts to fill their windows. Craters, towering mountains, and vast plains come into stunning view. This isn't just some distant rock anymore, it's a whole freaking world. Now Artemis II won't be landing, but it's gonna do a flyby, looping around the moon and putting navigation systems to the ultimate test for future missions. As they sail behind the moon, they plunge into a moment of total radio silence. For a fleeting instant, they are utterly, gloriously alone. Lucky 9. The far side. On the moon's far side, Earth vanishes completely from view. No signals, no chatter, just the crew, their trusty spacecraft, and the ancient, mysterious surface below. This is one of the most mind-blowing moments of the entire mission. They're farther from Earth than any humans have been in generations. And yet, they carry the hopes and dreams of all humanity with them. How epic is that? And 10. The return journey. After completing the lunar flyby, Orion harnesses the moon's gravity to slingshot back toward Earth. The journey home kicks off. The crew reflects on the wonders they've seen, the infinite vastness of space, the breathtaking beauty of Earth, and the moon's silent, majestic presence. But hold on, this mission is far from over. The most nail-biting phase is still lurking ahead. R11 Reentry. As Orion approaches Earth, it cranks up to mind-boggling speeds, over 39,000 kilometers per hour. The heat shield is put to the ultimate test, enduring temperatures hotter than the freaking surface of the sun. Plasma envelops the spacecraft, cutting off communication once more. Inside, the astronauts brace themselves against the intense forces of re-entry. Everything hinges on razor-sharp precision. The return journey of Artemis II reaches its most intense and delicate phase as the spacecraft approaches Earth after days of traveling through deep space, looping around the moon and gathering critical data for future lunar landings. The crew now prepares for one of the most dangerous moments of the entire mission. Reentry and splashdown. Inside the Orion spacecraft, the atmosphere is calm, but focused. The astronauts move with precision, guided by months of training and years of preparation. Every checklist matters. Every movement is deliberate. The vast silence of space surrounds them, but soon that silence will be shattered. As the spacecraft nears Earth, it begins its final descent trajectory. Traveling at speeds exceeding 39,000 kilometers per hour, Orion is pulled by Earth's gravity into a narrow re-entry corridor. Too steep, and the spacecraft could burn up in the atmosphere. Too shallow, and it could skip off the atmosphere and be lost back into space. There is no room for error. The command is given. Orion rotates into the correct orientation, positioning its heat shield forward. This heat shield, one of the most advanced ever built, is designed to withstand temperatures approaching 2,800 degrees Celsius. As the spacecraft hits the upper layers of Earth's atmosphere, friction begins to build rapidly. Outside, a blazing halo of plasma engulfs the capsule. From the crew's perspective, the view through the windows transforms dramatically. The deep black of space fades into a fiery glow of orange and red. Communication with mission control temporarily drops, a planned blackout caused by the ionized gases surrounding the spacecraft. For a few intense minutes, the astronauts are completely on their own. Inside, vibrations begin to intensify. The G-forces build steadily, pressing the crew firmly into their seats. Every muscle in their bodies feels the strain as Orion decelerates from hypersonic speeds. Despite the overwhelming forces, the spacecraft holds steady its guidance systems, constantly adjusting its angle to maintain the perfect descent path. Then slowly, the violence begins to ease. The plasma dissipates. Communication crackles back to life. Orion, Houston. We have you back on comm. Relief floods the cabin, but the mission isn't over yet. At approximately 9 kilometers above Earth's surface, the next critical phase begins. Small drogue parachutes deploy first, stabilizing the spacecraft and reducing its speed. Moments later, 3 massive main parachutes burst open, billowing against the sky with immense force. The sudden deceleration is powerful but controlled. The spacecraft now descends gracefully, drifting toward its designated landing zone in the ocean. Below, recovery teams wait, tracking Orion's every movement. Ships and helicopters are already in position, ready to secure the capsule the moment it touches down. From above, the view is breathtaking. Endless blue ocean stretches to the horizon, glistening under the sunlight. After days in the void of space, the sight of Earth's vast waters feels almost surreal. A powerful reminder of home. The final moments approach. Orion descends steadily, guided only by gravity and parachutes now. The crew braces for impact. Then, splashdown. The capsule hits the ocean surface with a powerful but controlled impact, sending waves outward in all directions. Water sprays across the windows as Orion bobs gently on the surface. Stabilized by its design, for a brief moment there is silence. Then cheers erupt inside the capsule. They made it. Recovery forces move in quickly, securing the spacecraft and preparing to bring the astronauts safely aboard a waiting vessel. The hatch will soon open, and fresh air will rush in. A simple sensation that now feels extraordinary after the journey through space. This successful landing marks a historic milestone. Although Artemis II does not land on the moon itself, it proves something even more critical, that humans can once again travel safely to deep space and return home. It lays the foundation for future missions, including Artemis III, which aims to land astronauts on the lunar surface for the first time in over half a century. As the waves gently carry Orion, the significance of the moment becomes clear. Humanity is no longer just looking at the moon. We are on our way back. And this is only the beginning.